In terms of AI tokens, I'm heavily for virtuals and AI 60s.
On both Solana and Base, these are the only two places that I'm going to be focusing on.
I definitely think it's going to be the top narrative of this year.
I mean, this is it, 2025. Like, don't mess this up.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
Turned $300 into $600,000 worth of tokens, but there's barely any liquidity. Every time I try and sell $1,000, the market cap drops by $200,000. Am I stuck?
Yeah, you're
I said I'm masked.
bro. Like this. Everybody should be checking liquidity of tokens. Like I know people that have bought tokens, and when it was really cheap before it got bonded onto Pump Fund, it got bonded. The tokens went crazy. People were euphoric. It's hitting market cap like 20 million. And they have like something like 800K worth of the tokens, but they can't cash out. So they just sit on it and like fingers crossed and hope that it hits a tier 1 exchange so that they can cash out, because the liquidity will be provided by the exchange. But this is the world of meme coins and dexes, bro. Like you can't sell your whole bag. You have to scale out. Like you have to send a clip, a grand there, a grand here, a grand there, a grand here. But yeah, if you want to scale that entire thing out, you're in the wrong place, bro. Meme coins is not the one for that.
Yeah, that's funny because even if you scale out 1,001K at a time, it's still gonna be a struggle because it seems to me you're basically trading against yourself. Like you're basically, this guy's asking, "Am I stuck, bro?" You're the entire market, fam. Like you're trading against yourself, honestly. So bro, like like you said, Rick, like you can't be trading tokens and not checking what the liquidity is, fam. If liquidity is 1K and the market cap is, let's say, 200 grand, bro, why even? You're better off just, bro, what did he invest? He invested $200. I invest 30 quid, fam. Even though that's too much, I invest 20 quid just to see what I'm going, just see in case it catches a bit. Bro, you're trading against yourself. So this money, what this thing is worth is BS, fam. You're gonna have to burn that to even get a kind of action going on your charts, fam, because you need people to bid. You're basically bidding against yourself and selling against yourself. So when you sell just 1K worth, the candle that's been printed is ridiculous. So it's peak.
Mad peak.
Yeah, I guess that makes the question, like, what can you do in this situation if you're already in it? And for him, yeah, he's trying to sell as little as possible before, you see that red candle just shooting down. Kind of been in a situation similar to myself, not as bad, but just when I was in the meme coin, I had, how much did I have? I think it was about, I had 10K at one point, but then it got up to like a couple of grand, and I sold it in, I think 500 to 1K clips, and it wasn't as bad. It didn't drop as badly as that, but obviously there was like a 10K retracement, whatever, something like that. So yeah, it's a real thing, and obviously if you're on a DEX, that's part of the risk. It's got pros and its cons, and that's definitely one of the cons. But yeah, let's go on to the next one. In 2022, I got into crypto. I decided to put in 30K. In early 2024, it was worth 45K, but I was bored with the slow games. I've heard about meme coins, so I thought I'd investigate them. A month later, I'd gambled away over 30K on pump fund launches. Now my portfolio is worth about 5K, and it's 90% in a meme coin that I am holding and working on. It's my make or break. I will come back from this. I must. Let's fucking go.
What do you mean it was too slow, bruv? What do you mean that outperforming the fucking S&P index, outperforming gilts, government bonds, the fucking treasury, the GDP of countries across the fucking country? What do you mean that's too small, bruv? This guy needed to get, I don't know, man. This guy must have been seeing the hopium online where people are doing like 1,000,000%. This guy must have like, that Don that made like 1.5 mil from $17 a peanut. This guy had this tattooed on his fucking wall, bruv. That must be the only thing why this guy was so fixated on mad gains. Yeah, we all want massive gains, but bro, are you in this for the long or the short? It sounds like this guy just wants to be in the market, out the market in 20 minutes and make like a killing. And yeah, that's what we all want. But realistically, it's only 0.00001% of people that have these like mad multiple 100% gains on their portfolio. Because yeah, it's not a thing, bro. So I don't know, man. Wait the fuck up. I don't know, man.
Bro, my man made 15K profit. Yeah, that's 50%, bro. And said, nah, that's not good enough. It's Valhalla or dust, fam. Like Harry say, bro, degens will be degens. And this is one of the reasons why when the market corrects heavily, people that banked all their life and savings on meme coin with no strategy, with no plan, they're gonna be super messed up, fam. Because this kind of mentality that 50% gain is not enough, bro. In the entire year, yeah, 7.1 trillion was added to the stock market, and I think the S&P gained about I think that's around that 30% gain in the entire stock market. People are celebrating that, fam. Like I was on Bloomberg the other day, and people were like cheering, "Yeah, it's been a great year, it's been a great bull year. Can't wait for next year." Blah blah blah. This guy said 50% is not enough for me. I want 50,000%, fam. So it's on you, bro. It's on you. You're down 50. But to be honest, though, I'll give him this. The little positive I have for him is that you have the mentality to probably make it back from this because you're not giving up. Usually, most people they're down 90%, bro. They're packing up and going home, fam. So kudos to you trying to stick to your strategy. But I'll give you a word of a warning now. Don't mess this up. Don't mess it up, fam. We're in a great bull run. Don't mess it up by overtrading and trying to, what's Sally doing over there? What's John doing over there? Stick to your plan. That is the best way to make in this market. Whatever your plan is to make money, stick to it, fam. Don't not start be like, you know what, my plan is not working anymore. Let me not diversify into a riskier asset class. So, buddy, be very, very careful. That's what I have to say to you.
Do you know what I like about what he said? Yeah, you should keep trying because man like you need to be the exit liquidity for man like us. So you do you, man, bro. Bro, remortgage that house, bro. You should go and buy a super mega ultra shitcoin. And yeah,
Bro. Listen. Rick is being facetious, fam. Do not do that. Because if you do that, you get wrecked. You've already done it. Doing another confession saying, I remortgaged my house. I bought this new coin. I bought this bottle and coin,
Yeah.
and then now
exactly. And then you're gonna see all of our backgrounds change. We're gonna be on the beach. You're gonna be like, yo, so what do you guys think of
Yeah, sometimes you know you don't know when people make it in crypto, but there will be signs. But as for this guy, you know what? I'm gonna say it's relatable because you're comparing it to the S&P. He's probably never even been in the S&P. He's been in this, you know, in the trenches. He's been in crypto. He's like, oh, okay, you know, maybe I've got Bitcoin, and yeah, you know, it's doing all right. 50%, yeah, it's nice. But what's 50% when other people are buying Lambos? Some people are just coming into it after me, who've caught a bid on this, that, and the other, and it's like, maybe I'm lagging behind. Am I really outperforming the market if I'm just, you know, in Bitcoin or one of these other L1s? So I understand the mentality. I completely understand it. It's very, very relatable. But at the same time, if you were going to do that, what you should have done is just risk a small portion of your capital, maybe 5K, maybe 1K, whatever. I'd say, cool,
AKA
I'm going to go
risk
into this. Yeah, exactly. And then from there, then you obviously, because you don't know anything about meme coins, you know, there you test, you get a strategy, and once you have a strategy, then maybe you can risk a bit more. But you just went balls to the walls as thought, boom, man's gonna take the whole bag and just throw it at the wall, see what sticks, and nothing stuck, my guy, nothing stuck, and now you're stuck. So hopefully you make it out. You seem like you got the will, the power to do it. So yeah, I guess we'll see. On to the next one. In 2023, I made over $50,000 before Pump Fund even existed. Back then, Radium was the go-to for launching meme coins. When Pump Fund first launched, it wasn't very big, so I ignored it. A few months later, it had become the dominant platform where the majority of coins were created. Now, I can't make anything. Pump Fund completely ruined the meme coin ecosystem. Before it came along, the ecosystem was balanced. So there were rugs back then, but they were so obvious that hardly anyone bought them. I miss the good old days before Pump Fund changed everything.
Yo, Mandem, I want to hear your opinion, fam. Especially, I'm gonna let Rick. You need to go first, then Harrison to go first, and I go last. I want to hear your opinion on this.
Blood, I feel like, yeah, Pump.Fund made a big difference to the market. And yeah, people were throwing out meme coins out of nowhere for very cheap. And literally,
What do you
like,
mean
you
by
could
that?
jump online. Huh?
What do you mean by very cheap?
Because people could, I mean, something like $5, bro. You could push out a meme coin for something like $5.
No, not before Pump Fund. It cost like a pack.
Yeah,
You
nah,
had
not
to-
for Solana, bro. For Ethereum, but not for Solana. Even now, there's meme coin generators that you can use online that will push your Solana contract out for like $5. The thing about Pump
No, but you have
Fund,
to provide liquidity and all that as well.
nah, bro.
Yes, you did. That's the reason why Pump Fund took precedence, because you didn't have to provide liquidity on Pump Fund. You had to provide liquidity. You had to do the marketing. It was like the cost, the barrier to entry was quite high,
I
especially
don't remember
because of the
having
liquidity.
because I pushed out some shit coins, before in my time, but I didn't have to provide liquidity, and it was picked up by dexes. But obviously, you have the problem of like discoverability.
Yeah, that was another issue.
But all right, so let's say before this, when I tried it, it was relatively cheap. But yeah, obviously, I didn't actively push this thing as a thing that I wanted people to trade. But Pump.Fund steps in, and then Dex Screen or Moonshot steps in, and now there's like a bunch of different places that you could go to launch your shitcoin. And ultimately, this guy is complaining that now there's hella rugs, but there was always rugs, and there's always gonna be rugs. And I get it, like lower the barrier to entry, you're gonna have more rugs, but at the end of the day, somebody was gonna do it. So why are you hating that Pump Fund did it? Like, and yeah, eventually, like obviously, Ethereum is is an older blockchain, but somebody's gonna come along, and somebody's gonna lower that barrier to entry. They're gonna lower the gas fees. They're gonna lower the time it takes to deploy a contract. And guess what? Then you're gonna have even more area on Ethereum. But I just feel like this is just progression, bro. Like you could look at this and say, "Oh my gosh, this is like amazing," because we've managed to do all of these magical things in the world of crypto. But at the same time, you can look at it from the perspective that it's also fucked up. Things like meme coins and things like contracts or smart contracts being deployed that are just really poor quality. But do your homework, man.
Yeah, definitely need to. So I was in a similar position to this guy from the standpoint of I didn't really trade too much in terms of the meme coins, but I was obviously on Dex Screener looking at certain things. And then Pump Fund came along, and similar to this guy, sort of ignored it. So I wasn't really in on some of the early trades when it was super easy to make money on Pump Fund. But in terms of like the net positive or net negative in terms of Pump Fund, I think Pump Fund for itself has been a positive, and what I mean by that is obviously they've been printing money and they've made a fantastic business for themselves.
1,000%.
They've made a fantastic business for themselves, and I think all of that is sucking the liquidity out of meme coins. Obviously, there will be some runners, your peanuts, your chill guys, some of the celebrity coins, and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, it's hard to say. And something I also have just been thinking about is, was it inevitable that a Pump Fund would come into the market, or a Pump Fund, like if the creators of Pump Fund didn't create Pump Fund, would we just be still along the same lines of what we started off in the bull market of just the deck screen and stuff, or would somebody have said, "No, this is too expensive, this is too inefficient, I'm going to create my own version of what Pump Fund is now"?
You know what? I'm thinking about it properly, and I think I think Pump Fund was the reason why the meme coin boom went insane. I don't know. No, actually, I feel like before Pump Fund, meme coins were going crazy. But by the time I got into the market, which was, we were hesitant to jump in. But, 2023, the last quarter, meme coins were going crazy and meme coins were being created. We stayed out of the market because we said, this is stupid. Meme coins are dead. And it's only January in 24 that Pump Fund actually came out. So people were actively in the trenches before Pump Fund came out, bro. And then Pump Fund gained massive popularity. And then the amount of tokens that were being created went from hundreds to millions. So I don't know if somebody would have done it, but the fact that Pump Fund did it, yeah, it's a tricky one. But I just feel like eventually it would have happened. Like everything will happen, right? But I think I'm not giving Pump Fund the credit they're due, because they definitely changed the meme coin market.
Yeah, I've got a lot to say about this, and then the thing about it is, I think all the Ponzi guys say is absolutely correct. And it's a difficult one. It's an interesting confession because it's not really even a confession because he didn't lose the money, but he's not happy about the entire balance of the meme coin ecosystem. And then everyone has a right for their own feelings, and this is what he feels. And he feels like since Pump Fund has not been in the market, there's there's a lot more competition, not just more rug pull, just a lot more competition. And the thing is, right, this is one of those chicken and egg problem where like we needed this innovation to happen so that there's more network effect, more use, more on-chain activity for Solana. And this is bullish in the long run for Solana. So in my opinion, it's just one of the situations where like you look at it, one, if no one did this, someone else would have done it anyway. So there will be some kind of pumped up fund. It might be another, and then there's actually other ones. Just that pumped up fund is the biggest one. So pumped up fund has done a lot, and Solana making it one of the number one most used chain in the past couple of years. And at the same time, they're also one of the more recent sell-off for Solana, because obviously look at Solana try to spin a massive sell-off. I believe that sell-off is predominantly not just on people wanting to take some money off the market to to go on holiday, whatever, but constantly I've seen Pump the Fund transfer money, transfer the Pump the Fund wallet, transfer Solana tokens to Kraken to dump, to basically keep it as a reserve in case they need to like maybe reshape their business or whatever. So it's a chicken and egg problem. Like they've done a lot for the Solana chain, but at the same time, they've also been the one dumping the Solana tokens. So it's like I hear what the guy's saying, that they did make it a lot easier for scammers to come online and obviously rug pull people. Like just give you off the top of my head, the Octoa token, all those tokens are there. They made it easy. Where before, if you had to go on Radiant, provide liquidity, and do the marketing, then do a lot more work for you to launch a meme coin. Pump the Fund kind of just removed all of that and made it very easy. You basically removed the barrier of access to launch meme coins, and that's why you've seen millions and millions of tokens be released on Pump the Fund. So moving forward, fast forward, when we had that crazy activity where people were trying to do crazy memes, basically threatening to kill fishes online, doing weird things in cages, and then that was a top signal for Solana. So but now obviously Solana's back up. It's now today I think Solana is $204. So it's trying to bounce back. But at the same time, Pump the Fund has done a lot of good and a lot of bad in this market. But I think the good may outweigh the bad because we're in the bull market. But in the long run, I can see where this guy's coming from. Yes, he's in this fields because he's no longer the big guy that's making money in this market. There's other people that can come in, like a local kid can come and launch a token and rug pull people. So you have to look at both sides. And I feel like I have no sides. I'm on the side that makes money, and he's made his money, so he can't really complain. And there are people that are printing, they're printing millions on Pump That Fund. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the bulls to making the money because I'm a bull as well. So I'm all for it, but I'm not gonna dismiss him because Pump That Fund has messed up. I would say they messed up the ecosystem, but they have made it unbalanced. Because now it's easy for anyone to come in and do crazy on chain. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Definitely. So welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. So don't forget to leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen to your podcast, leave a review because that really helps us make new episodes, and we definitely appreciate it. So 2025, we just entered it, and some trends are already emerging. So 2024 is the year of meme coins, and I'm sure we will see meme coins return in a big way. But right now, all the talk and all the action is with AI, but specifically AI agents. So AI agents are really taking everything by storm. You're seeing everything from them trading for you to being able to tweak commands and get them to do certain actions for you, and AI agents creating AI agents. There's so many different opportunities within the AI agent field. So number one, have you guys explored it? So it's something you're going to explore. Number two, are you going to be focused more on the platforms themselves, i.e. like the platform tokens, or you're going to be trying to look for the individual agents and sort of place your backing behind those?
Bruh, AI agent for everything. That is how I'm seeing 2025. I'm getting AI agents. Like I've been fucking around with AI agents. I've made some AI agents. I now have an AI agent that will run through a bunch of links and give me like the latest crypto news and summarize it for me. Like things
How
that
hard was it? Sorry to cut you off, Harik. How hard was it for you to make it, and like maybe talk us through that?
Not really. To be honest, I watched a video on YouTube, and then I jumped on ChatGPT. On ChatGPT, you can make your own GPTs, and then you basically set a prompt to say what you want it to do. But that's like level 1, bro. This thing goes deep. You can obviously you can hook up APIs to some AI agents. You can I think the easiest way for someone to get involved is to go on ChatGPT and go and play with some GPTs, because some of them, so for instance, like Canva, will ask you to log in. So you can log in with your Canva account, then it knows you're pro. Then you can ask it to create some shit and it will create something for you that lives on your Canva, obviously. But yeah, so I just think it's the start. And for me, I'm trying to get an AI agent to literally replace everything that I do that's manual. The problem is getting an AI agent to trade for you is, bro, there was always AI models that would trade for you. Or AI strategies that would trade for you. Because ultimately, that's what a strategy is. A strategy is a list of commands that you give to some computer that runs based on some requirements. And if you're going to trust AI to do that for you, like that sounds like it's going to get tricky, because then it's going to deviate from the rules that you originally set it, which can be positive or can be negative. And I just think it's really hard to measure alpha decay on something like that, versus saying, trade this exact thing every single time it happens. Like buy 10% of my portfolio value of Bitcoin whenever Bitcoin drops 40% or 50% over the course of 2 days. That's standard. But if you introduce that to AI and you say, okay, watch the market and do this for me, that's pretty much the same as running a strategy. Where people might get crazy is they might say, okay, now like predict when, like try to get ahead of that move, which will be impossible. And AI with all of its knowledge can't do that shit. But yeah, so I am heavily pro AI agents. In terms of AI tokens, I'm heavily for virtuals and AI 16Z. I think they're gonna do pretty well this whole year. Like I think virtual, even just today, is up like 25% or 20%, something like that, over 24 hours, which is insane, bro.
Did you scale it, Rick? You said you were gonna scale it. Did you
I
scale
said I was
it?
gonna scale in, bro. I said I was gonna scale in last week and I still ain't done it. But I am going to scale in, bro. Like everyone's looking at the fair plan now.
I'm a clown, bro. I saw
Yo, jump
virtual
in.
1, 2, 3. Now it's 4. I'm just a
Jump in, bro.
clown, fam.
Because you're looking at it, 2025 just started. Bro, AI agents are taking over like regular tech, bro.
But have any of you bought any AI agents on the virtual platform?
Nah. When I look at AI agents that were on virtuals, I was just like, this isn't something I want.
Yeah, you're just better off ordering the virtual token. If you don't know which agent to get, you're better off just ordering the virtual token. But Rick, I'll let you finish because you're spitting some mad bars, and I think people should listen.
And then the maddest thing is like the thing that people are gonna get clowned most for when it comes to AI agents is they're gonna jump in on some AI agent that someone else created, and they're basically gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna let this thing trade for me." And bro, you're gonna lose your money, bro. Like you're gonna lose your money, and that's just the end of it. Because if a man had an AI agent or a strategy that was working for them, bro, they will keep it to themselves. Unless you're paying them for it, they will keep it to themselves. And if they're not keeping it to themselves, then it's subject to like alpha decay, and they know that. And when I say alpha decay, I mean the amount of money that you make over time will decrease with the more people that are using the strategy. And some people have already realized actually there's too much alpha decay in this strategy, so I'm going to give it away. and I'd be very certain that's what's going on a lot of the AI agents that trade for you that are being given out. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I definitely think it's going to be the top narrative of this year. And last year we were holding off on the whole meme coin thing. This year, brother, straight in with the AI thing, because I'm not trying to get not trying to lay by.
Yeah, honestly, like, if I'm any listeners out there that would listen to this episode, I would just clip that little section that Ricardo was talking about, because he dropped some mad gems about alpha decays and deploying your own AI agents, and just being cautious about just following and like an AI agent strategy blindly, because you can easily be subjected to alpha decay. You're better off just deploying your own. I'm pretty sure I haven't explored how to launch AI agents or virtual, but I'm sure it's not hard. I mean, the same way it's very easy to launch a pumped up front token. I'm sure it's that easy. So I would definitely heed those words, because like personally, like Ricardo said, I will never speak for Rick. I faded the meme coin hype ridiculous, because I felt like it's an ICO bubble brewing, and at the end of the day, that's probably what this is as well. There's a prediction that we're going to make a lot of money in the AI space, and we're also going to lose a lot of money in this space as well. So whilst the bubble is still cooking, you can make money. And I want to kill up that narrative that because something's a bubble, you can't make money. You're absolutely dumb if you think you can't make money. That bubbles are one of the best places for you to make money, especially if you're early. And I felt like AI agents didn't really do much last year other than virtuals that was pumping like the past 6 months. AI hasn't really done much. I think I'm in some AI tokens, and they're still they just start to wake up. Let me just give you one off the top of my head. Nia is just waking up. There are also AI agents that done well because they're doing well off the back of virtuals pumping. But to get into this, I've had launched my own AI agents. Of course, I've launched my AI agents. I have a client I'm actually working with now that's doing a lot of cool stuff in AI, and then I've always known, like, if to me personally, I will step a little back, and then I'll tell you guys where I became more bullish on AI and just the kind of AI agents infrastructure. Do you remember when the CEO of a hedge fund loaned like a Bitcoin to an AI agent launched on the blockchain?
Yeah.
And then Matt Dunny went and flipped that to some mad percentages.
Yeah,
That's
it's over
when-
Truth Terminal. When
Yeah.
A16Z,
Yes.
the VC loan Truth Terminal 50K, a 50K loan to go and trade for it.
bro,
Crazy
blow.
Yeah, Mark and Jason.
Listen, this Dunny flipped that to a mill within 24 hours, fam. That was the beginning of this whole like AI stuff, and then I feel like led by the the traditional AI company, like the Metas of the world, the open AI, the Geminis of the world, they're still innovating like crazily. Kind of gave the open door to the crypto space to innovate more, and then more and more of the past 6 months that has grown massively. And you'll be like, honestly, this is not financial advice. This is not something you want to fade. I feel like AI agents and this whole AI ecosystem, even data to a certain extent, and even gaming as well, you cannot fade these things, especially if you believe like the altcoin narrative is still intact, even though meme coins have sucked the liquidity out of the altcoin market. I still think if you even if it's a small belief in the altcoin season narrative, you probably want to position yourself. Like, don't wait for altcoin season to start. Start positioning yourself now. Again, it's not financial advice. You want to position yourself into these nice AI tokens like virtuals, NEAR, AI16Z, like you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't need to name all of them. I mean, if you guys want some more picks, we can do a whole new episode on them, or we can do like a segment where we do predictions. But you cannot fade this stuff, man. I mean, it's gonna be huge, because think about it, right? AI is gonna be the leading narrative. Meme coins have retraced the key levels. They're now obviously pumping. I don't know if you guys noticed. Bitcoin is now sitting at 97K again. Strong move off last night's move. Continuing it. XRP, imagine XRP back up to well, I guess where it belongs, because it's been holding that $2 range very strong that support. Shout out to the XRP army, because I know they're happy now over the moon. Like, yeah, we survived the bear market. No, this is not a bear market, man. We're still in the uptrend. The system is saying screaming uptrend. We are not going nowhere. Bitcoin dominance is on life support right now and looking bearish every day. Dollar, and I think the dollar index has its best year so far, the best start of the year so far, where like he's basically kind of dominating the dollar, and then cable's literally on the floor right now. But at the same time, you want to position yourself for this altcoin season. And one of the biggest narratives I'm looking into is AI agents, and then anything that kind of has to stuff to do AI. So like data, gaming, all this kind of stuff. You want to kind of look into that and take them serious and do your own work and position yourself, because I mean, this is it, 2025. Like, don't mess this up. Don't mess. This is it. There's no 2026 and 2027. This is it. Don't mess it up. This is where we make the money. Just position yourself and make this piece. Like that's all I have to say. I can't say any more than that. Honestly, can't say no. Other than literally spoon feeding you the picks. I can't say no more than that. Honestly, like what else could you have, Harris?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have covered a lot. I mean, when it comes to AI agents, obviously we saw the inception around Truth Terminal, then we've seen that develop. We've seen AI 16Z come out. We've seen a bunch of other things, and yeah, I think like a lot of the narratives in this bull run, or some of the narratives, I should say, have been rotationary. Like when you had the Dino coins and things like that. But some narratives are here to stay, and I believe that AI agents is one of them. And I think that'll be a key focus moving forward. So I think looking at platforms, looking at unique tokens that are coming out on both Solana and Base, these are the only two places that I'm going to be focusing on. Admittedly, I haven't done too much, but it's definitely going to be my focus on this week moving forward, and I'm definitely going to experiment and will report back once I've got to grips with it a bit more. But this is definitely something that shouldn't be faded. Obviously not financial advice, but in my opinion, yeah, they're only going to explode more. We're still in the sort of early stages, and they haven't really hit the mainstream as of yet. But I think there's going to be some really, really unique things. So one of the things that I would be doing is to get a grasp of, what makes sense. Obviously following some KOLs, seeing what people are talking about, imagining some of the different applications, following existing AI agents on Twitter or X as well, just so you can get a better grip of what's going on in the market. Now, it's obviously going to be hard to decipher what agents specifically are going to do well and which aren't, especially if you don't trade fundamentals, or you don't invest in fundamentals and you've just been looking at meme coins up until this point. However, I think that if you take a balanced approach in terms of like spreading your risk, you'll do well. And obviously, if you bet on infrastructure as well, you obviously take lower risks. You might have lower multiples, but you'll take lower risks while still getting exposure. So I think there's different strategies for different risk profiles, but it's definitely a key area for you to focus on, and that's sort of what I'll be doing. And somebody else who's been doing a lot is our friend Elon Musk. So when was it? I think it was last week or a few days ago. He changed his profile picture and his username to Kekius Maximus?
Kekius Maximus on the 31st of December, fam.
Kekius Maximus, yes. So it was only 3 days. And obviously, I wasn't actually heavily in the market, but from what I gathered, there was obviously a lot of meme coins around this, and obviously one of them sort of rose above all the others. And then he actually changed his name back to Elon Musk, I believe, yesterday, which was the 1st of Jan. And I think the meme coin drops quite sharply as a result. But yeah, what do you guys make of this? And is Elon back in the meme coin trenches?
First of all, this guy.
Wait.
Well, so like late night before the Don went to bed on the 31st, he decided, no, before he went to bed on the 30th, he decided to choose violence, fam. He's like, man's gonna call myself Kekius Maximus. Like if you see the meme, bro, it looks like a frog, like a Pepe frog in like battle armor.
Chubbier, isn't
Like,
it? It's chubbier, fam.
They
Chubbier.
on didn't know what he was doing, bruv. He did that, yeah. Signed off, went to bed, cool. Then put out another meme. Sorry, before he signed off, put out another meme tweet saying, "Are you not entertained?" So obviously, the rest of the market wakes up the next day. They see that Kekius Maximus has been on the ETH chain for a while, so that starts pumping. Pumped up to like 400 mil market cap, bro, from something like 18 mil to 400 mil. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Fuck, bare meme coins, bare Solana meme coins were created. A lot of copies were created. You have people chasing, saying, "Oh no, there was a Kekius Maximus on Solana before there was one on ETH." It doesn't matter. People just went for the biggest market cap, and 400 mil was the biggest market cap one that I saw. There was a lot of fake ones that came out that had like market manipulation pumped to like 7 billion. They're fake. The question is, or the problem is, you cannot tell me this guy did not do this shit on purpose. I feel like when you have that much influence, yeah, you just wake up and you're just like, okay, I need to make some guys broke today. Because even when I look at the top traders of Kekius Maximus, fam, someone went in with $9,000 and left with $1.7 million, fam. And at that point, there was still 700K unrealized gains. And this is by the time it dropped all the way back down to 81 mil. Now I think it's sitting at 125 mil, which is still way, way, way above where it started. But I think everyone that's in the coin now, they're just like, oh, well, let's just ride this out as a proper meme coin. It had like the best marketing for a meme coin that was basically dying off anyway. So yeah, I just think this guy needs to get thrown in prison for market manipulation. But he won't, bro, because, he's
But
been
you didn't launch
funding...
the coin though.
Nah, he didn't launch the coin, but you can't tell me the Don didn't know what he was doing. You know what?
Wait.
Over New Year's, I was digging into these charts and I was trying to find, was there anybody that bought before, like, because the coin started pumping before it did the massive candle. And I was like, was there anyone that knew that this coin was going to pump? I.e. people saying, right,
Insider.
he changed his name, or people that knew he was going to change his name before, or even him. And the difficulty I found was it's really hard to tell when exactly a Twitter profile name was changed. But if you look at the graph, it didn't go 18 mil and then the next minute was like a mad candle. Nah, it went 18 mil, then it went 20, 21, 30, then a massive candle, bro. So people were aping in before the most in retail jumped in.
Let me ask a question. So, was this Kekius Maximus thing? Is that a known meme? Is that a known meme, or is it like something he just made up? Because I want to know if there was already one in existence, or is it just off the back of him?
It's a derivative.
There was one in existence. There was multiple in existence.
Yeah, it's a derivative of Pepe. Like, you know what I mean? It's a fat ass frog that's in a gladiator armor. And I honestly think, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I understand where you're coming from, Rick. You're just wondering, like, why is he choosing to pump that token, not something else? And the answer to that is, I think he was just bored, and then he's like, you know what? I'll pump this one. Probably off watching Gladiator 2. It's like, you know what? Let me go in there and see what meme coin has a gladiator element to it, and then I'll pump it. I'll just, you know what I mean? And then, to be honest, if you think about it, right, one of the reasons why I'm actually a little bit surprised and not that much surprised is when he tweets about Doge and created the Doge department, whatever that thing, the market's kind of really baked that in, so he doesn't really move like that. I think Doge is now following his own price action. If the market does well, Doge will obviously pump. Like, if all crises happen, Doge will pump. Not based off Elon saying, oh, Doge is going to be... I guess if he says it's going to be featured in X payments, which is going to be launched in 2025, then cool. Then it might even pump even more. But honestly, I feel like, investing in meme coins like investing in the culture, like internet culture. And I've just felt like he probably just felt bored. And then, because I thought myself, the first thing I thought myself is, did this guy who's worth, I think, 400 billion? Did he
400 billion, the highest net worth, single net worth individual.
Yeah. Did he? I was thinking to myself, did this guy? Did he buy a bunch of Kekius and then shield it? Because I'm like, if he did that, then definitely believe you're gonna get a world's notice from the SEC or something. Even if you're boys with the president-elect, that you're still gonna come after you. You know what I mean? Criminals are criminal, and then that's criminal behavior. But I just thought to myself, he doesn't need his money. What does he need? What is he gonna do with $1 million? Or maybe his son bought it or whatever. Like, I don't know, but I just feel like he's just bored and just, you know what? Let me get to the market. So whoever's holding Kekius, they're up. And if you're shorting Kekius, then obviously you're pissed in it. But I don't think there's a contract listed anywhere. I don't think any major
It was too quick, bro.
It was exactly. I don't think any major exchange is listed yet. No, I'm not trying to say the pump is done. Obviously, it's up to you. Do what you will with that information. But what I learned from this is watch out now. Yeah, because obviously December we saw a bunch of Kekius derivative. We saw Kekius here, Kekius that, and then wherever Kekius tokens were being launched, and then that didn't stop there. Last year, I don't know who set up the whole celebrities launching meme coin. I don't know, was it Iggy or was it
It was Caitlyn Jenner who started it.
Okay, Caitlyn Jenner started it, yeah, and then people should start doing it. I can see the same effect happening again. You know what I mean? Like, people might say, "Oh, that's a top signal." I don't think that's a top signal for meme coin, because meme coin is just one of those small asset class that, you know what I mean, with a little attention economy, it will pump. That's all it needs, attention. And then Elon Musk brought attention to it, and that's why it's done multiples. Obviously, if you bought our 400 million market cap, which was the top for now, you're pissed. If you wait for it to trace and you want to scale in now, that could be a decent trade. You could probably get a 10x. If Foxconn can do a $1 billion market cap, Kekius probably can do it too, but we'll wait to see that. But point I'm making is, we'll probably see another year or another several months whilst the market is still cooking, while altcoin is still around the corner, the altcoin season is around the corner, see more celebrities kind of come in and carefully back certain things without exposing themselves to, lawsuit if the coin doesn't work out. So I think Elon Musk, the way he's done it, I guarantee you he's not going to jail. I can tell you that much, because he's not exposed to it. He didn't bat in it. You can't tap anything to him. He's just having fun. There's not criminal to have fun. And I'm sure people that have made a lot of money from this are like, yeah, Elon's the guy. Elon's my guy. Yeah, he's the best. So now taking all his word for gospel. But I'm interested to see. I've already told you guys, yes, as bullish as I am on AI and AI agents and stuff, meme coin is not dead. I know there's been a massive sell-off on all the altcoin. I'm looking at PopCat, one of the strongest recovery tokens in the last 24 hours. Fartcoin's done 40% today. PopCat's done 18%. Solana's done almost 8%. Bitcoin is done 5% from last night. So I don't think the meme coin market is dead. I think this is just the beginning. I'm not trying to say it's gonna top what it did last year, because last year was crazy. But can it do a fraction of what it's done? 25, 50%? Yes, it can. But I still remain cautious, because I see a scenario where, Trump not delivering some of his pro crypto promises, like creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve, SBR, that could pull us real back. So we'll see. But meme coins not dead. Trust me, it's not dead.
Definitely.
So that's goodness for the degens.
The DJs will still live to fight another day. For me, I wasn't really all the way in the trenches at that point. So it's something I kind of miss and only can see through secondhand information. But I agree with Deji. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing this as a trend, either from Elon himself or from other people who try and replicate it, like Andrew Tate might try something, or whoever. So really focusing.
He will, because he didn't officially launch Daddy token. He launched as a proxy of him. I know for a fact, whoever launched Daddy have a connection with Tate. You would never know, because when you're smart like that, you don't expose yourself to even more lawsuits. But you see another trend of more celebrities coming out, maybe indirectly or directly launching meme coins. People are trend followers in this market.
100%.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's You man made me think about this differently still. Why launch a meme coin and potentially face the backlash from the SEC versus you have a large following, you just change your Twitter profile, but that's not illegal, bro. Change your Twitter profile, change your name.
That's not illegal.
Like, it's not, you're not promoting it. You're saying I am Kekius Maximus. That's fucking, bruv. This guy is like 10 steps ahead, bruv.
Bro, Listen, yeah, bro, you don't become one of the wealthiest men on earth being a slow dumbass. I'm sorry, fam. Elon Musk is a lot of things. He's not a dumbass, bro. Trust me. And the thing is, bro, unless you can prove that you bought Kekius, you can't say this is market manipulation. You can't prove it because he had nothing to gain from it. What was he gonna gain? 2 million, 3 million? What's the market cap of? You can buy up the entire token supply if I wanted to.
Facts.
But he's not
That's
gonna do that.
definitely true. And somebody or some entity that hasn't had enough token supply is Tether. So Tether, obviously, we've spoken previously that they have to be delisted in all European territories because they're not meeting the MiCA framework, which basically states that they need to have enough reserves, and they obviously can't prove their reserves. And it's been a long-standing thing with Tether that, do they have the reserves? Don't they have the reserves? And at this point, it's just part of the crypto law. And, people, they were even fined by, I think, New York State at one point. But, we still don't know. And it doesn't really seem to matter because they haven't imploded. And, they keep printing and keep buying Bitcoining, et cetera, et cetera. But with that, they are still third in terms of overall market cap, and the next biggest stablecoin is USDC, and then obviously you've got a bunch of other stablecoins, including Ripple's newly launched stablecoin, or XRP's newly launched stablecoin, I should say. So what do you think is going to happen to USDT? Do you think it's going to fall out of the rankings, or do you think there's not enough liquidity in the European markets for that to be the case? And if it does, what do you think is going to replace it as the number one stablecoin?
Yo, I've got a lot to say about this, but I want to hear Rick's opinion first before I go.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, please.
All right. So in the MiCA framework, it states that, and I've seen different things online, and I haven't read the official markets in crypto asset regulation document, which is the MiCA framework. But from what I understand, you need to show that you have at least 60% of the funds that you say you have on the platform. Some places say it's as a max, it's up to 1-to-1. Obviously, we know how fractional banking works, and we know that banks can lend out 10 times the dollar that they have in their accounts, which is insane. But basically, the MiCA framework just said, yeah, we just need to know that this thing is real, and we need to know that there's real dollars behind it. USDC is compliant. ROUSD is compliant. There's a few other stablecoins that are compliant. I think even PayPal's stablecoin is compliant. But basically, you need to submit it to MiCA to say, hey, look, does this meet your requirements? And then they come back and say yes or no. The thing about Tether is, bro, Tether's so big, bro, that I have, like, people saying this is going to be the massive black swan event. It's going to wipe out bare liquidity at the market. I just didn't see that as the case, bro. I saw the case being what you might end up with is a EU exchange, and I say EU because I specifically mean European Union. A European Union exchange based in the European Union that allows you to trade in the European Union would have to delist USDT. But if they're gonna delist USDT, bro, they would either give you USDC or they'll give you something else that's compliant, right? But I think the crazy part is, if you have a trade open, let's say you're in a perp contract, BTC USDT, what happens then? Does that still count? Do you need to get out of that contract? Yeah, there was a lot of things, and I just saw nothing. There was no real information being given by any exchange to say how they're going to manage it, which to me was another flag that this isn't going to cause as much upheaval as people think. But for me, bro, I actually scaled out of all my Tether for USDC on the 29th, because I was just like, listen, I don't want to take the risk, bro. It's a stable coin, man. At the end of the day, bro, the difference, I moved some T to C, and the difference was, I think I ended up paying something like a couple dollars for the difference in the price. One was $1.0000012, one was $1.0000034, whatever. So I just decided, I'm going to jump in on this, and I'm just going to switch because I don't want anything fucking up my bag ultimately. But nothing happened, bro. And I've even looked at some UK-based crypto asset platforms, things like MoonPay. They haven't delisted USDT, and they are actually MiCA compliant as a company. And I'm just like, Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, what's sorry to cut you off. What's the deadline? Do you either of you know?
The 30th of
Bro, the
December.
deadline was.
Oh damn!
Yeah, the 30th of December to delist. But yeah, and I don't know some Norwegian or some Swedish exchanges delisted. I haven't dug deep because yeah, we're in the UK, bro. So ultimately, we're not in the European Union, so we don't have to adhere to the MiCA framework. I think the UK will probably adopt a similar framework, if not the exact same one. But for now, we don't. So I didn't even bother go digging. I just saw that on Binance, on Coinbase, my USDT is still there. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. How long have you guys been in this market for? In total, since you started doing crypto, trading crypto? We say it's a decade now, isn't it?
No, for me about a decade, but more seriously about 8 years.
Okay. What about you, Rick? A decade, roughly.
Nah, about the same time. Maybe even like something like 7 years, 7, 8 years.
Cool. How many China ban fraud have we seen in this market?
There. Hey,
Can't even count.
China even unbanned crypto 2 months ago in November.
Yeah,
No, nothing happened.
something like
The
that.
price is still the same.
And how many times we heard the USDT is a scam? How many times we heard this USDT for? I mean, this one is brand new, by the way, shiny. They put some the best put some bells and whistles to this one. I thought, you know what, this could actually do something. I was off the market, but you might tell me how many times we've heard this? It's not the first time. I know for a fact.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Countless times.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, right? Whenever we see a USDT, I'm just gonna say, bro, I'm not gonna like this year, I'm not gonna be bullish all the way entire through. I'm gonna be cautious once like the market demands it for me to be cautious. But I'm tired of people trying to say USDT fraud, Bitcoin's going to zero, Bitcoin's crashing, China's ban is also coming. Watch. Dude, this done in Jacob King here, and I'm gonna keep blasting his name here until he just stop. Listen, this guy was telling me, yeah, he made a bunch of money in 2017. He used to be a Bitcoin bull. Now he's just kind of converted. I'm like, bro, how do you go from owning thousands of Bitcoin to now become totally against Bitcoin? Like, bro, even the most diehard Bitcoin that's not in the market right now, bro, Capo is one of the bear of all bears, guy, fam. This guy is still saying 60% cash. He's like, yo, I'm scaling at my own pace. This Donny, he's been the biggest Bitcoin bear. Like, he's thinking there's gonna be a dump, and then there was a dump that he caught, and then obviously he scaled in nicely, beautifully, nice move. But Donny's like this clown called Jacob King, and he's actually got a mad following. And then I don't mind the bearishness coming from him yet. But if you're so sure Bitcoin is a Ponzi, if you're so sure MicroStrategy is a Ponzi, I beg you place a short on it, man. Place a short and put $1 million to back your words, fam. Because I hate when people just talk and then just back it up, fam. Put money where your mouth is. He was posting USDT is going to be delisted on 31st, blah, blah, blah. This could cause the market to crash, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? I want to wait until 31st. 31st happened. Nothing. It was almost the biggest news on 31st was some clowns trying to do some terrorist attack in New Orleans. I mean, shout out, like prayers up to the family that lost their loved ones on that tragic event. But that was the biggest news on the market, like that happened in the US. Bro, my USDT is still my Phoenix. My USDT is still my Binance. I actually don't have any USDT on Coinbase because I think they kind of they're there to more like the MiCA framework. They like the USDC, which I don't mind. My stables on Coinbase are USDC, like I'm USDC, not T. So like that's because that's what it is. If there was USDT in there, I'll get it, but it's not, so I'm okay with it. Point I'm trying to make is usually historically, whenever there is a fraud around China ban Bitcoin or USDT fraud, that's usually a buying opportunity fund. If you bought around the 31st of December, you're up today. You're up almost 10% of Bitcoin. You're up easily on all these other tokens. So personally for me, I'm tired of it, man. I'm just tired because I'm like, just stop with the pathetic attempt to trying to get people to dump their Bitcoin. If you're a fool and you sold your Bitcoin and then you put in some stables, cool, good for you. I hope you have a better plan to scale back in the market. But at the end of the day, the market has not reacted. Even if you know, I don't even know what exchange. Can you Lord name me one exchange that delisted USDT? What exchange?
No idea.
So this one I started feeling like there's something fishy going on here. The only people talking about this USDT delisting are just random faceless accounts.
So what are you trying to say? It's not real.
Like I don't know if it's real. Bloomberg didn't say nothing about USDT. You know what I mean? Google Market didn't say nothing. Google didn't say nothing. I don't know where this news is coming from. All I know is, yes, X is one of the biggest news platforms. If you wanted to get news very fast and confirm something, you should come on X and see what the sentiment is. Is it bad? Is it good? Whatever. Cool. But sometimes there's also a lot of misinformation. And that's what's going to happen with this proliferation of this AI agent system. There's going to be more useful information at our fingertips in a fraction of a second. But at the same time, the bad that comes with that is there's going to be a lot of misinformation too. I think this is a classic misinformation because people were trying to say, oh, USDT is dumping, which means Bitcoin's going to crash because they want the biggest holder of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to 84, and if it loses support there, it's going to... Like, dude, like, where is that? And things here, if you're going to talk like this, I beg you place a short and show me the short you're placing, fam. People just talking chat online. They can't put their money where their mouth is. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Sure, no, yeah. If you're so sure USDT is going down, short USDT then. Short it and see what happens to your account.
Well, we'll see if they're bold enough to take up that challenge.
They're not bold enough, bro. They're not bold enough. They're not bold. They're just a bunch of kids online that's basically just hiding behind the keyboard like a keyboard warrior living in a mother's basement, fam. Bunch of low life nobles, fam.
But let's call out the elephant in the room as well. If it was delisted in any European exchange that serves the EU, the European Union, we would not be able to see, bro.
That's true.
Because we're in the UK. And never would anyone in America be able to see.
But there's one crucial thing to that. Even if that's the case, which is true, and I thought about that as well, you would see them tweeting about on socials and stuff like that. This is going to be delisted on this date, so move assets or blah, 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 or it'll be automatically converted to USDC on these exchange accounts. So it would be public information on their Twitters or their X's. And I've not seen it, but maybe I'm not tapped in enough.
Yeah, but listen here. My point is for us to be truly, and I'm not trying to say this is impossible. I'm not trying to say Tether is not like hiding there. Maybe they're over. Like, dude, what do you think fractional banking is? Like, my thing is here. They're trying to come after USDT for doing exactly what banks do. Where like you put money, you put 100K in your account, your 100K is not your account. That money is being loaned straight away to someone that need the money. So they're doing fractional banking, but USDT is not allowed to do the same thing. Because they don't have a MiCA license. Okay, cool, fine. They don't do it to your license. My thing is here, if they want to bring USDT down, it has to be a collective attack from the continent, fam. Asia has to be on it as well. US has to be on it. EU has to be on it, and other major big capital market has to be in on it, including UK, Swiss. If they're not in on it, it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. People understand how big USDT is, and I think they're going very clever as well. They're not only investing in the crypto market, they're investing in the traditional market too. They invest in robotics, healthcare, AI. Dude, they even loaded banks now.
They're rich, bruv.
Bro, listen. And the people say, oh yeah, they're printing money. Whoa, what do you think US is doing? What do you think the governments are doing? Even the Fed are doing? They're printing too. Why can't they print?
These men are genuinely printing money though, because Tether's owned by iFinex, which also owns Bitfinex. which has been a compliant US exchange for as long as I can remember, like well back into 2015, 16 probably. So I don't know why they're not showing. I don't know why they're not showing the stuff, but like I think the other thing to think about here is, I don't know this story too much, but bro, USDT has depegged before 2 or 3 times, I think, and that is market fucking chaos, bro. So people are just thinking, I don't want to be a part of this chaos again, or if this chaos ensues like it did back then, we're seeing dick points up 20%.
Bro, and that's okay. But guess what? Every time it depegged, it recovered. And usually when stablecoins start depegging, I'm telling you, bro, it's usually a top signal for the market. Because it's not just one that does it. There's usually multiple. Bro, you telling me if USDT depegs, you think the Ripple stablecoin is just gonna stay the same as well? Come on, bro.
No.
You know what I mean? Usually, if USDT depegs to a significant level that I'm worried about, I'm getting the hell out of the market, bro. I swear to you guys. that is the top signal right there. Usually because what that means, there's extreme, not just fear, that's extreme fear. I'm talking about levels that are crazy, like when FTX collapsed. If you're getting, and usually when you get at the pegging, it's usually like exchanges that are over leveraged, and they also going bust, they're declaring bankruptcy, they're selling off their asset at crazy numbers that they shouldn't be selling, which causes it for more depegging, which causes more strain on these stable coins. If you're still bullish at that time, then that's on you, bro. Because I won't be bullish. Because every time and time again, when we've been to every cycle, there's always that crazy exchange, that crazy trader that thinks is a genius, that's over levered to their neck, and then they crash. So that's the top signal. If USDT is depegging tomorrow, I'll be extremely worried. But look at USDT, it's still here. And there'll be more USDT FUD soon. So it's up to you what you want to do with it. Do your research. Don't just listen to a bunch of clowns online like Jacob Knight, man, or Jacob King, whatever his name is, man.
Definitely. Well, on that note, we will see you on the next one. Peace.